Good morning, Todd. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning, Todd Beltini. Good morning to you. How'd you sleep? Did you sleep good? Look at that wagging tail. I think it stopped raining. Should we go for a walk? Should we go for a walk? I say take that as a yes. So I am making breakfast with leftovers last night. So I went out with my friends Robin and Jean to a Jameson Steakhouse, and I got the filet mignon sliders. I'm going to use some of the fries to make a leftover French fry frittata. Just to get my scale. Let's see how many an ounce of. That's good. So that's an ounce of leftover French fries. So I'm gonna dice that up. I love this knife. My friend Morgan gave it to me. Anywho, this holds that in place. But it's just a good all-purpose knife, and I kind of like the size of it. So I've got a cast iron skillet over here on medium-low heat. I'm just gonna dice this up, put that in the bottom, and kind of toast them up. And we're gonna add some zucchini to this. And then I'm thinking I'm gonna cook the whole thing on the stove. Sometimes I would throw this in the oven, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. But we're gonna take a little bit of this off. And then always, when you're grating zucchini, I just always grate it in, okay, this is driving me nuts that this is uneven. That's better. Wow. Is to always just grate it on a paper towel, because then you can squeeze out all the liquid, especially if you're doing bread or anything like that. You'd be surprised at how much liquid is in a zucchini. I'm gonna do probably like about a half a cup. So I've got an ounce of fries, half a cup of this, and then I'll do 2 eggs, and then some reduced fat or light yellow spread cheese. Maybe a little bit more. Are you a fan of zucchini? It's probably one of my favorite vegetables. In fact, when my son-in-law lived here, like the 3rd month he lived here, he told my daughter Hannah, he said, I've had more zucchini in the last 3 months than I've had in the previous 10 years of my life. So we're just gonna squeeze some of this liquid out. I mean, look at how, just in a half a cup, look at how much liquid came out. And then we're gonna add this to the French fries over here. I have this Kinder's, it's just like a salt and pepper and garlic blend. That. I'm also going to spray with a little bit more avocado oil spray. This is basically all the oil that I ever use. And don't ask me why it is 0 Weight Watcher points when the only ingredient in here is avocado oil. You can do up to like a 37-second spray and it's still 0 points. So I'm just going to add some right there. And I'm going to let this cook for about 5 minutes. That's what it's looking like. So I'm just really just reheating the French fries, cooking down the zucchini just a little bit, then I'll add a couple of eggs and the cheese, put a lid on it, and it'll be ready. I put the lid on and it cooked for like another 4 minutes. I'm gonna flip it out of here so you can see how crispy the French fries are on the bottom. Hopefully I didn't burn them. Let me see if I can. Flip it out so it's, oh shit. Well, that was kind of sloppy. These are raw. It's okay. It's still gonna taste good. Can you see how crispy the French fries are? So it's kind of like hash browns. And 1 ounce of leftover French fries is 1 Weight Watcher point. So it's an ounce of light Jarlsberg cheese, the French fries, 2 eggs, and zucchini. This is 3 points, and then I have to count a point for the cherries. So it's a four-point breakfast, and it's gonna be delicious. So anyway, today is Friday, Party Pizza Friday, and I am making my skinny pizza dough. Normally I never use it on the first day because I think it tastes better day 2 and after, just after the yeast has a chance to do its magic. But lately I've been doing it this way so that people who have told me that their dough is not rising, this has worked for me every single time. And it's chilly today in Chicago. It's like 62 degrees. So the first thing I do is make sure that my yeast is good. I keep my yeast in the refrigerator. I usually buy it in a jar like this. You can also buy it in bulk at Sam's Club and Whole Foods. It's just so much cheaper when you buy it the jar than the 3-pack. And all this is, it's the half a cup of water that's in the recipe. I'll leave the link to the skinny pizza dough recipe down below. A teaspoon of this yeast and just a pinch of sugar. And you can see how it's frothy at the top. And this has been after only like a minute. So I know that that's good. In this one, I have the 2 cups of flour, half a cup of non-fat Greek yogurt, and the salt. So all I'm gonna do is, I might just move it this way a little bit. Can you see what I'm doing? So I'm just gonna add the water to here. And sometimes I need a little bit more water. It just really depends on the time of year, humidity, all the stuff like that. And I like mixing it in a glass jar because then I can see how well it's being incorporated. And usually after a couple of things, I just get my hands in there and mix it around. And just keep mixing it around, and the dough is wet, but this is the part where you think, oh, there's still a lot of flour in there. I think I need to add more water. Please knead it just a little bit more because then you don't want to over wet the dough. And in just a minute or so, pretty much all of this is incorporated. I might need like another tablespoon of water. So, and this is just tap water. It's not to a certain temperature or anything. And now I'll just get the rest of that flour off the bottom. That's perfect. There we go. And I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but all the flour's been incorporated. You can see that. And now I'm gonna put saran wrap over the top. Now I'm gonna fill this with a cup of water. And I'm gonna put that in the microwave for 3 minutes. Been microwaving for 3 minutes. And we just set our dough right next to it. And we're gonna leave it alone for 2 hours. So it's a cold day. I think I mentioned that before. So I was gonna do some beef tacos with the leftovers that I had, but I just feel like soup. So I'll have the link down below, but I'm gonna make my pasta Fagioli, if that's how you say it. The only difference I'm gonna do is I don't have any white beans, but I've got kidney beans, so I'm gonna use that. The noodles that I'm using are called salad macaroni or ditalini pasta. It's this little pasta, and with any soup that has noodles in it, I always cook the pasta separate and just leave it on the side. Then you can decide how much you want to put into it. So a half a cup of cooked pasta is 3 points, a whole cup is 6 points. The base of this recipe is only 1 Weight Watcher point, so you can add as much noodles as you want. So I'm gonna get slicing my carrots and celery. get the soup going. Did I just drop that on the ground? Oh my God. Oh my God. Let's try not to cut any fingers off today. Just putting the fire roasted tomatoes. If you're not buying fire roasted tomatoes, are you really living a full life? I absolutely love the flavor of those. Then we're gonna add the beans with the liquid in here, and that's gonna be the creamy base for our soup. The soup is simmering, and I'm just about to spoon it up. I've got my pasta that I've kept on the side, and I think I'm gonna add a half a cup because right now I am trying Flav City's new matcha protein that was in collaboration with Myra from Low Carb Love. It's spectacular. I'm using Fairlife milk. Hannah turned me onto this. A cup of that is 2 points, and then a scoop of this is 4 Weight Watcher points, so that's going to be a 6-point snack. But I'm obsessed. It is so, so good. So I'm going to drink half of it now, put the other half, and then just sip on it throughout the day. But it's 6 points total. The soup is so good. So I added half a cup of noodles to this, so this whole bowl of soup is 4 Weight Watcher points. All right, it's been 2 hours since our dough has been in the microwave. You can see how bubbly it is. So if you have trouble with your skinny pizza dough not rising, use this method. So today, I think it's just gonna be a cheese pizza. I don't know what else I have. I don't think I have any sausage. I do have leftover steak, so I might put that on with banana peppers. I don't know. We're gonna see where the pizza wheel takes us. I've got my baking steel in the oven to 500 degrees. If you haven't heard me talk about a baking steel before, let me just take another sip of my matcha. Hold on. It's so good. I forgot to tell you, this glass is also 25 grams of protein. Yes, ma'am. 25 grams of protein. Anywho, a baking steel is really the only way I've been able to get restaurant quality pizza at home in a regular oven. I used to make pizza at a restaurant for many years, so I've made like a billion pizzas in my life. And I believe I've had my baking steel for probably 8 years now. And I even had a chance to go visit Andris at his studio, and we made pizza. I'll leave a link to that video down below so you guys can see it. It's, I think, $119 now for the steel. You will have it the rest of your life. Mine is all rusty because I didn't take care of it in the beginning, but it doesn't matter because I cook all of my pizzas on parchment paper. And even though I don't have to box this anymore, your parchment paper box will say that this only can go to 450 degrees. I cook my pizzas at 500 degrees. It does get a little bit brittle on the sides, so just be careful when you're taking it in and out of the oven so it doesn't break. But I also have a pizza peel, so I just go like that with the parchment paper, boom. And then I can cut it on this, and this is also a baking steel, but you can get this on Amazon or anything like that. If you make pizza as much as I do, getting a pizza peel is definitely worth it. And then I also roll out my pizza dough with this. This is called a Pastry Roller, $10 on Amazon, not even. And I just like that it's little. I use 1/4 of this dough is about 5.5 ounces, and that's what I use to make an individual pizza. This is going to be good in your refrigerator for up to a week. So you can freeze it, but I tend to use it up, and usually when I have like 1 serving left is when I make my next batch. So I always have some on hand. And in case you didn't know, yeah, I know. I'm telling him right now. I'm telling him about my first cookbook. Should I show him? All right. Gosh. Management is getting all up in my business on Friday afternoon, And it's summer hours, so you should have clocked out at 1. I do have a cookbook. This is the very first cookbook I wrote, and it's skinny pizza dough, and it's all the things you can make with skinny pizza dough that's not pizza, like such as these caramel apple hand pies, which are spectacular. I even made these chicken and artichoke stuffed pretzels. I made shrimp bao buns, healthy Costco chicken bake. Have you ever had the chicken bake at Costco? This is a lightened up version. And my second cookbook, which is Cooking for One, you can check those out on Amazon. All right, so I'm gonna wait till my oven gets to temperature, and we'll get this pizza together. So here's our pizza out of the oven. Looks amazing. This is a Iberico ham, and it's 1 point for an ounce on top. But you don't want to cook it, you just want to put it on after. But check out that crust. Like, if you are not making skinny pizza dough, are you truly living your life? I don't even know. Look at how delicious that looks. I'm gonna burn my mouth. I almost always do. I'm pretty sure if I could only eat one thing for the rest of my life, it would be pizza. And I haven't made it in a really long time. Huh. It's so delicious. But anyway, I hope this gives you an idea of some of the things that I eat. I think the only thing I didn't take a photo of today was I had a cup of watermelon. So I'll add that to my tracker, but I didn't film it like this. And I'm obsessed. So then I just cut it off here, and it is really easy to, this took like 1 minute, not even, to cut this whole watermelon. But anyway, if this video helped you at all, showing you that you can eat normal food on a weight loss journey, I'm down over 40 pounds on Weight Watchers in the last 2.5 years, and I still enjoy all the foods that I love, and I don't feel like I'm compromising or depriving myself of anything. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Like it, comment, subscribe. That helps our channel grow. We're almost 10,000 subscribers, and we'd love to have you join the family. So, but we'll see you next time.